time in 2009, the internet technology was still, the social media technology was still very new. So Twitter was new, Facebook was relatively new, and this was, I guess, the first time that anywhere in the world had used Twitter and Facebook for revolutionary purposes. So the Iranians, I would say in that respect, they were pioneers for mobilizing political and social groups through the use of Twitter and Facebook. I remember that Facebook was filtered right after the election, so everybody was trying to get through Facebook through filters. And once that we realized that, the Iranians, people who were on the streets, are cut off from Facebook, what they did was that they started using Twitter more effectively. And the Iranian government was also very, capable of, there was the software. Actually, this is the very time that the word software or کودتای مخملی, the Velvet Revolution, came to light, that they thought this is the Velvet Revolution because this was a silent coup. Remember, there were these silent demonstrations. And for the first time, the Iranian government was very capable of filtering. So they started filtering Facebook, they started filtering other social media. They could not filter, for some reason, they could not filter Twitter. So, but people were worried about, being identified because they started these arrests. Whoever was protesting against them, they tried to arrest the leaders of the protest movement. So one thing that the Iranians outside Iran could do was to change their coordinates on Twitter to Tehran, Iran. So still, you will see a lot of Iranians who live here in the States, they still have the coordinate Tehran, Iran, or Americans too. There were, a lot of Americans who were, showing solidarity with the movement in Iran. So they also, so that the Iranian government would have a harder time trying to identify, who is behind the protest movement. So, a lot of people have called this the Iranian the Green Movement, the first Twitter revolution. But I think it's a little bit trivializing the movement itself. But it definitely the utilization of social media for mobilizing and political campaigning became a pioneer for other political groups, like the revolutionaries in Egypt.